this result have been different in your view had Akhilesh and Mayawati fought together?
Of course, yes.
Would the BJP have lost?
I would not say lost, but it was, then it is neck to neck.
Rajdeep, you agree with this?
You know, very interestingly, someone actually told me today that this was the election for Mayawati and Akhilesh to tie up. Because this was a more localized election, unlike a national election where you can fight on emotional pan-Indian issues, Balakot, Pulwama as the 2019 election. This election, potentially, if they had agreed to work together, the question is also that there has to be some element of chemistry between them, not the arithmetic. But the arithmetic alone would have challenged the BJP. And I have another spin to it. If Mayawati had been the chief ministerial candidate and Akhilesh backing her, better chance. Why? Because female plus the Dalit vote would
plus
then have...
lawlessness wouldn't have been as big a problem.
Sorry?
Lawlessness wouldn't have been as big a problem, which holds the SP back.
My sense is, and this is subject to correction, that Yadav Raj, the prospect of Yadav Raj tends to antagonize or tends to alienate a lot of non-Yadavs.
In Bihar also the same thing happened with Yashwant.
In Bihar, the Yadavs are larger, 16%. So you can carry many more seats just with the MY combination, Muslim Yadav. In UP, that's more difficult. But had Mayawati been your chief minister, Akhilesh in a supporting role, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra Congress, 3 to 5%, whatever they're
getting. That's wishful thinking.
No, all of them had.
Khayali Pulao, you're building castles in the air.
Boss, Rahul, it is ample evidence, and this is the old Prannoy Roy theory of the 1980s, Index of Opposition Unity, IOU. If there is a close race, if it is a localized election, if the opposition is united against the premier dominated party, they have half a chance. But if you are this is what is happening in Goa. In Goa, there is clear evidence from Pradeep's poll, anti-incumbency against the BJP.
But you can't blame the BJP for that. How can you blame the BJP for that?
Not at all. Yeah. I'm not blaming them. I'm saying this is the reality of politics.
Let me put that question to Yashwant Deshmukh. Had Akhilesh and Mayawati hypothetically fought this election together, Pradeep Gupta suggested it would have been a much tighter race. It would have. Would the opposition possibly have trounced the BJP in that case, in your analysis? Yashwant?
Would have been possible. Would have been possible simply because keeping in mind that there is a definite Modi dividend for BJP in the Lok Sabha election. So the much larger number of people actually came out and ensured that they wanted to see Modi as the Prime Minister, continue to see him as a Prime Minister. Same would not have been the case, So I tend to agree with Rajdeep on this, that probably this was the election where BSP and SP should have gone together. But at the same time, many things are no more as direct traditional orthodox equationing nowadays that we tend to feel like, Rahul. I believe that we are way too rigid in looking at UP and Bihar in terms of caste arithmetics. I genuinely believe that we used to think that communal polarization, caste arithmetic was the base of the electoral equationing in UP Bihar, but things are changing, and I would like to humbly suggest that it is probably the time to look into the new vote banks which are cutting across the caste line, which is the women vote bank, which is the youth vote bank, and for them the issues are much more nuanced than what we tend to think that they are. And if the BJP manages to win Uttar Pradesh, it will be courtesy the female voters of the Uttar Pradesh and courtesy the social welfare schemes of the government that have been delivered.